Good evening and welcome to the 17th Annual BWA Cape Town Regional Businesswoman of the Year Awards. The Businesswoman's theme for 2018 is The Economy is a Woman. Empower a woman, empower a nation. This evening you will be introduced to the businesswomen who are courageous leaders in business and their communities. They have achieved extraordinary success in their chosen fields while having an impact for good on other women in businesses and members of society.
The economy is a woman. That is the theme the BWA has chosen for this year. Every year the BWA runs these awards to recognize women in different industries and showcasing the excellence that we have in the Western Cape. I must say that throughout the years, every year on, we have brilliant, excellent women that come on, women that give back to society, not just in their careers, but also in their personal spaces, women that are interested in making sure that other women come on board and they grow, they mentor people, they are there for them. And more importantly, the BWA creates that platform where women of this caliber can actually come up and society can recognize their excellence.
This year's events was generally sponsored by ABSA and Sanlam and the following organizations. A panel of judges, each of them successful business people in their own right, was selected to oversee the rigorous judging process. What were the impressions of the judging process this year?
Well, every year when we get all these remarkable women to share their experiences with us, I'm impressed. And I was really impressed again this year that there are people that's working so hard, making sacrifices and really disrupting the industries that they are in. And we can see the rewards, we can see trends in digitalization, we can see talent management, and we can see a lot of corporate social investment. So I think we have a lot of remarkable women again, and I know that people will be wowed by the people they'll see this evening.
The 2018 Regional Businesswoman of the Year finalists have all followed different paths in achieving business success. But one of the areas that stood out the most for me was innovation and using innovative thinking to push their boundaries in creating exciting, new, creative and sustainable ways in actually marketing and growing their businesses, yet at the same time demonstrating exceptional progressive leadership.
It was amazing to see how these candidates are out there breaking borders in the various industries. And also at the same time, they're so in touch with the community and involved and really giving back. But also they're such dynamic individuals in their businesses, in their careers, and really doing the most. It was really a difficult decision for us to do, but we did our best.
It's been amazing to see what these businesses are doing to solve our current problems in South Africa and in the Western Cape, while also solving South Africa's future problems.
I was most impressed by the diversity of the women and the businesses they represent, from designing apps to knitwear, holistic dog food to cosmetics. We had aeroplanes, we had vineyards, we had training centers. It was really quite something, and all these women are affecting real and meaningful change within their sectors, with the people around them in the greater community and to the Western Cape. So it's really lovely to see that.
From my perspective, I've been very interested to see how the finalists have managed the financials of their business. From cash flows to solvency, it's very important for them from a business point of view to be on top of their financials, and I'm happy to say that all of them have done very well in that particular aspect.
Corporate category acknowledges women who shines in senior positions in the corporate world. These women are role models and pioneers actively making a positive difference in their respective environments, playing their part in leveling the playing fields and gender equity in the boardroom. The finalists in this category are:
I'm Judy Robertson, and I'm the Executive Director of Ucademy, which is a business unit within a business, WNS Global Outsourcing Services. And my company specifically focuses on learning and development for the BPO, BPM sector, so business process management and outsourcing sector. I essentially manage the entire learning service and delivery for WNS across its talent development and operations teams, from an agent to an executive level, in partnership with my global partners. And then the clientele is corporates in the market who are wanting to upskill youth entering the world of work for the first time, or reskilling people who need to adjust to the new world of digital work. And then also we work a lot with professional bodies like BPESA, CCMG, as well as the CETAs, to drive the learnerships and internship opportunities for young people wanting to enter our sector. And we do a lot of work as well in the disability sector to allow some of our really talented disabled youth into work readiness and work experience opportunities. We also foster partnerships with the TVET colleges so that we can help capacitate the students that are exiting to enter our world of work. You know, when we work with training and development, you work with a large number of people, but it always goes back to that one person whose life has significantly changed because of the opportunity you provided or the knowledge that you shared. That keeps me inspired.
Okay, my name is Renee Webster. I work for Executive Relocations Africa. We are a DSP, which means we're a destination services provider. We work in the global mobility industry. We operate, our head office is in Cape Town, South Africa, but we operate in 51 countries throughout Africa. Basically what we do, probably the best way to describe it, is imagine you're the CEO of Coca-Cola, you're moving to Ethiopia with your family. What we do is everything from arranging your visas, your work permits, finding you a house, the lease negotiations, getting all the utilities connected, your internet, your telephone, to finding schools for your children that offer the similar curriculum, opening a bank account for you, getting your driver's license converted, a ballet teacher for your children, you a runner, getting you involved in a running club, anything that you can imagine you need done so that you settle into this new location. That's what we do. We're a people industry, we work with people. So it's really all about the people, from the people I employ and recruit to the people that we assist. It's making everyone as passionate about the business as I am, that they love what they're doing, so that the people that we help have a fantastic experience. I want everyone to come to work loving their job and what they do, because we really make a difference in people's lives.
I'm Leslie Bam. I'm the National Learning and Development Manager at Glacier by Sanlam, and I am responsible for the learning and development function within the business. Glacier is a wholly owned subsidiary of Sanlam, and we focus on the preservation and the creation of wealth for individuals by offering them a wide range of investment solutions. Part of our offering includes local and international investment solutions, pre- and post-retirement solutions, as well as share portfolio. And we partner with financial intermediaries because we believe in the value of independent financial advice. Myself and my team, we partner with the leaders within the business to enhance the culture and also build on service delivery. We do this by designing creative learning solutions that drives a culture of learning which enables capability and ultimately influence the overall organizational culture.
My name is Sasha Knott. I'm the divisional CEO of a company called Switch2, which is a division of Clientele Life, an authorized financial service provider and a registered insurer. So Switch2 is a new division of Clientele Life. We are here to financially empower the consumers of South Africa, first starting with looking at credit life insurance within the world and having a look at how many people understand credit life insurance and the fact that they may be paying it and that they have a choice to pay less credit life insurance for the same benefits. But credit life insurance, and you see it, look at Switch2's accounts, 80% of our claims is for retrenchment. So it often helps consumers, while they're trying to find a job, not have that financial stress while the credit life insurance pays those installments for them. So my advice for women is hard work. Hard work will get you everywhere. If you don't know if you want to be in the corporate world, be a stay-at-home mom, because that is also a really great job within our community. If you'd like to start your own business, go and read up, go listen to podcasts if you're not interested in books, go learn. The more you know, the better you do. And that's my advice to women. Work hard, get to know more, learn more. It doesn't necessarily have to be a formal education, but there's so much wealth of information out there that women can read up on different self-help books or different career books. And another tip would be get a mentor, somebody who can say to you, you're not seeing it correctly, see it differently, and find your passion.
The next category we're presenting this evening is the social entrepreneur category. This very special category recognizes women working in the NPO sector who have identified the need to apply practical, innovative and sustainable solutions for the benefit and upliftment of society. The finalists in this category are:
Hi, I'm Karen Barakovitz, and I'm the Executive Director and founder of an organisation called Dementia South Africa. Dementia SA was established in 2006, essentially as an organisation providing education, awareness, counselling, support for people and families that found themselves with a loved one with dementia. We get funding from people who've been affected by the disease and have had some of our services that they have found useful, so bequests from foundations of people who have established foundations that have had a loved one with dementia. The other thing too for Dementia SA is really also just to create some kind of social conscience around the elderly, and particularly those that are diagnosed with a dementia. I'm also inspired by the people that I work with, the doctors, the carers, the professionals, the social workers, our volunteer team that run our support groups, my staff. I have the most amazing staff. The most innovative things that Dementia SA has done is a speaking book. So books of hope are available around the world, talking about various illnesses, epilepsy, diabetes, etc. And we were able to, together with Books of Hope, able to produce the world's first speaking book that deals with dementia.
My name is Ranita Mahilal, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of St. Luke's Combined Hospices. My hospice is a palliative care hospice, and palliative care means end of life. So we care for people who are terminally ill towards the end of their life. People often think going to a hospice, you're going to die. It's actually not true. Palliative care starts at the point of diagnosis. So if you're diagnosed with a terminal illness, it's where you start palliating. So you come to a hospice only towards the absolute end of your life, and you can come for 3 reasons. 1, for pain control, for symptom control, and for respite care. But oftentimes at the point of diagnosis of a terminal illness, you need to be around people who have a similar experience to yourself. And oftentimes people are still ambulant, still able to get around. So we thought there was a need to start these day hospices. Essentially what it is, a group of people from the communities, so it's all run by volunteers. We have programs for the whole day, starting off with breakfast, and the doctor or the nurse or the social worker goes through and assesses the patient at the day hospice. And it's in the form of an interdisciplinary team. And thereafter, it's just fun activities, you know, sitting around the table, talking, reminiscing, sharing pictures and stories. We get ladies coming and doing arts and crafts. And essentially it's joking, having a cup of coffee and a good giggle. And I think it kind of just like lifts the weight and the burden of your imminent death and your disease or your illness that you possibly have. And it just creates a platform for people to share.
I'm Susan Hill, Director of Ikaila Temba, a after-school care facility for orphan and vulnerable children in Imizamayetu, a township in Hout Bay. Ikaila Temba means the home of hope. And it was started, a woman had an idea of doing an orphanage because of the AIDS pandemic back in 2000. But when she spoke to the women of the community, they didn't want an orphanage. What they actually asked for was help raising the children. And so we have a partnership with families, mothers and extended family caregivers for orphan and vulnerable children. We started a parent resource center which actually teaches them how to put a CV together, how to go online to look for work, how to get an email, but also we've been doing a hospitality skills school which teaches right now how to be coffee baristas. After they manage that, it's a 12-week course, they manage that, they graduate from that, and then they are able to go for job shadowing to many of the different coffee shops around Cape Town. The children wrote the book and we've published that, and I think it's something that the reward, seeing people's lives changed. My husband and I really believe in rebuilding family and community, and so the way we do that is investing in the lives of others. It's very important to us. It's my passion. It's something that God has probably created in me, and it's what I love doing, to see other people's lives change. It's just an awesome thing, it really is.
We now present the finalists in the Emerging Entrepreneur category. This category recognizes women who have taken a bold step in leaving the comfort zone of being employed to start their own businesses and who have been trading for less than 5 years. The finalists in this category are
Lynette Handemark, Managing Director and co-founder of Useful and Beautiful, which is a mobile solutions company. We're a mobile solutions provider where we use mobile technology to help our clients create good value-added products for their target market. I do this by understanding what their needs are, what their business objectives are, and most importantly, their target audience, who they are actually catering for. Because in order to create the best solutions out there, you need to have it in the hands of the people that are actually going to be using it. At the moment, one of my biggest clients is Engen, and I am busy helping them digitize their manual processes, and we are creating apps for their dealers, so for all the petrol stations around the country. And not just any app, it's apps to actually make them run their businesses more efficiently. I am very passionate about empowering women in technology and also getting women involved in technology, because this was traditionally seen as a very male-dominated field. So what I do is I work very closely with the University of Western Cape at the moment, where I mentor university students, especially those who are developing apps. And I also work with the university in making sure their curriculum is progressive and it's up to date, because technology changes and we need to have the tools to be able to facilitate those changes.
I'm Jerusha, I'm 29 years old. I am one of the owner and operators of Caltex Wetlands, which is the Caltex on the corner of Coburg and Bloberg Road. We interact with customers all the time, but more so we interact with have meaningful relationships with our staff, and being able to have an impact on their lives, and knowing that their lives impact their families, and most of them are responsible for at least 3 to 4 other people, and being able to change the community just in our sphere of influence. So I'm involved with a project called Partners for Possibility, which is where a business person is partnered with a principal from a school. So I'm currently partnered with a principal from Sambo Primary in Manenberg. We only started the project this year, so it is quite in its initial phases, but I'm very excited about the work that we're going to do there, empowering the principal and the teachers and the students of that school.
My name is Olivia Duplessis. I'm the proud owner, trainer, manager at Le Fit Fitness Studio in Paarl. Our vision is to change lives through fitness. So we do group training as well as personal training. We focus on educating the clients, motivating them, inspiring them, and then also changing their lives, like I said, through fitness. I think we are way more than just a fitness studio, because as I said, you don't just come in and you sweat. Because along with the exercise comes all the other education about what should we eat, how long should we sleep, how much water do I drink, a lot of other aspects, how does stress affect my life, plays a role. So we don't just look at the fitness side of things, but we try to take a holistic approach to healing people from the inside out. And we are all a work in progress. So a lot of times I think women are intimidated. I think women are scared to do it, but we don't know it all, and it's fine. Do your best until you know better, and when you know better, you do better, and that is how we grow.
My name is Fabrizia Deglias Bosti, and I am the founder and director of 20 Across, a PR and talent management agency. So what we do is first and foremost, we represent our clients with publicity. So we give them that service first and foremost, and then from that, obviously with them building more awareness around their portfolios or profiles, should I say, they become more needed by brands, and then we manage the brand collaborations and influencer marketing for them. So that's the talent management side of the business. The publicity side of the business, or the PR side of the business, is more centered around making sure that the personality that we're representing is well represented in the media and is therefore well known by the consumer. If there's one thing that my business coach taught me, because I was determined to start my business on the right foot. So I had someone come and coach me and teach me, somebody who'd actually had business experience. I'd always been an employee with this dream of being an entrepreneur, but I didn't quite know how to refine my business skills. So I needed somebody that could come and help me. So he sat me down and he gave me this piece of advice. Don't let the obstacles get you down. There will always be an obstacle in your way, and the most important thing is to overcome that obstacle, learn from that situation, and move forward.
The final category we are presenting this evening is the entrepreneur category. The finalists in this category are the established entrepreneurs valiantly owning, growing and steering their own profitable businesses for the good of the South African economy. These finalists are:
I'm Zakira Palika. I'm a CEO from Dagobah Active Raw Food. My husband was doing this on a part-time basis, and in 2013 I was very interested in it, and I saw a need that it could be a potentially good business opportunity. I approached him and I said to him, I'll join him and I'll invest in his business, but if he allows me to run things and make decisions and be involved in the company, which he did. And I was 60% shareholder and he was 40%. And I worked very closely with the accountant, and we got the accounts in order. The accounts was, lots of people were owing him lots of money, accounts wasn't running properly. So I was very involved in the accounts, bringing the accounts up to date, working with the orders, strategizing days of deliveries, very involved in orders, getting new clients on board, and I've achieved that. But my main aim for getting involved in this, I wanted to break the norm in our Muslim community that dogs are bad, and I achieved that. Yes, we manufacture a raw pet food, biological appropriate, with the backing that what nature would have intended them to eat. It's preservative free, gluten free, grain free, so it's a natural raw product we offer to clients. We are now at 100,000 manufacturing. We are all over in South Africa, and my future goal for the business is to export the product out of South Africa.
My name is Chantal Boyson. I'm from Melkbos Strand, and I'm the owner and leader of the LM Spa Products International team. Yes, LM Spa Products is a medical pedicure and manicure range, and we formulated a range 14 years ago that we supply locally to the local professional market, but we also export. So we export to 14 countries around the world, and in 2019 we'll start exporting to the USA. And we export manicure and pedicure, specifically medical manicure and pedicure products. A medical pedicure is for somebody with problems. So a medical manicure would be specifically for women with pigmentation on their hands. A medical pedicure would be specifically for somebody with extremely cracked heels or dry feet. So it has a different approach than just normal relaxation and pampering. If you don't live by the praise of men, you won't die by their criticism. So if you want to start a business, you know what, do what you want to do. Don't look sideways too much. Don't care what other people think. You do what you do, and you do it best, and focus on that. and don't spend too much time looking at competitors. That's my advice, because you lose faith in yourself when you look at competition, and you lose track when your eyes on people around you all the time. So that's advice. Yes.
My name is Zainab Bohadin. I'm the owner of an exclusive knitwear manufacturer that's in existence for 42 years. I manufacture 100% cotton knitwear in jerseys, top end of the market. I'm in a niche market. I supply independents, and we've been doing that for the last 42 years. The biggest challenge I had to overcome was, after I've been working for the company for so many years, then asked the owners to take it over. Something very big happened whereby my accountant at the time registered the business into his name. So for 3 years, my finances has gone one way. So yes, then it became a struggle. It's geared for its top end of the market, but not that the lower markets or the medium ones cannot afford it. It's very affordable, although it's top end of the market knitwear. It's 100% cotton, and it just makes people feel very confident and happy to wear.
It's Alexandra Guillot, and my company is called Highfly Marketing, and we work in the aviation industry. Highfly actually supports African airlines, and we've created like a one-stop shop for technical and IT solutions. So it has been difficult and challenging, I admit, but I think that now I've got a place. It's 10 years that I've got Highfly, 15 years that I'm doing what I'm doing. And I think because I'm a woman, I think differently. Is use the fact that you're a woman, make a difference. You think differently, use that. Go where people don't expect you to go. Be unique at what you do. That's the first one. Now the second one is the one someone gave me. Talk to other entrepreneurs. Share. Get information from them. That's how you learn. Because being an entrepreneur is a very lonely journey sometimes, so you need to share.
I'm Berenice Westmore, and I'm the founder of Postwink Recycling Solutions. In essence, what Postwink does is we supply the commercial sector with very sophisticated looking recycling bins for two reasons. The one reason is that for the staff to be able to actually be educated about separating their waste at source. And the second reason for them is so that the recyclables actually don't get contaminated. So they'll actually be recycled more effectively by the waste management company. Recycling is really a very small part of the big sustainability topic, but it's also a very visual part of it. So this is where I think that recycling can be a very big educational aspect to actually teach our clients and client stakeholders about sustainability in general. When you walk into a building or you go into an office, seeing a recycling bin, immediately you start associating recycling and with sustainability, even if you're not in the industry at all. My one advice for anyone who would actually start would be not to overthink it, to plan as much as you possibly can plan, and to make sure that you actually do have some cash flow available right from the start. And then once you've actually have got your product and you've got an idea of how you're going to bring it to market and market it, and you do have some cash flow availability, then I think then you must just do it. Otherwise sometimes you kind of stall and you don't end up doing it.
My name is Denise Stubbs. I'm the Managing Director of Thokozani Winans Investments. I'm the majority shareholder of an exceptionally successful and wonderful business in Wellington. Our business consists of a conference facility, accommodation 4-star, and then also a wonderful wine brand called Thokozani and Ovation. I think we have one recipe that works, which is agro-tourism and agriculture. is to give that experience to people that you can enjoy wine and hospitality. And that's what South Africa's got. So I'm the majority shareholder in the business. We are now altogether 80% black ownership and 20% owned by Demersfontein. So for any woman specifically out there, I learned from a very, very knowledgeable person that the economic out there is owned by a woman. And for me, that is saying what it is. You need to believe and have passion in whatever product you have, and you will make it work.
This evening we applaud the success of 17 women, each of whom led their way through courage, tenacity and achievements both in business and their personal lives. We thank them for their inspiration and proud to honour them. The BWA congratulate you all. We take this last opportunity to thank our highly esteemed sponsors. We thank them for their inspiration and are proud to honour them.